We're here now. Oh, we see, drivers already set their first laps. We've got Viper on provisional pole with a 187. I don't really know the pace around here, but only 14 drivers. Oh no. Still better than nothing. I think we've got Nick and Snick going on a lap now in the Haas. He's had two good races so far. He sits top of the standings. Not an ideal first corner though. He mounted the curb, which is not what he wanted, but he carries on. This corner is very easy to invalidate, but he does well. Up to 6th. Past his little right-hander. Harsh braking zone. He has to mount the curb here, which he does decently down into 2nd gear, but got to be careful of this traction zone because you can lose the car. If I get the full map up, so I can see who's thinking, but coming past here, very easy to invite, and he invalidates. Unfortunate for him. Very easy to do so. We've got, I think Alex starting the lap now. Let's go on board with him. Down into turn 1. Very cautious through there. The Williams, hopefully he can get out of his way. Nah, little twitchy on exit. But he carries on. Coming to this right-hander, very easy to invalidate down into. Very nice. Gets close to the wall there, just like Seb did. Revs it in 7th. Decides to brake early, which is... That's a different tactic. But it's got him purple in the first sector. So Alex doing well so far. Very easy to invalidate here though. Navigates that really nicely. Gets back on the power. Up to 7th. Up to 8. Yeah, harsh braking zone. This hairpin. Keeps it in 2nd. Then momentarily in 1st. But, you know, gets that extra rotation as Limitless says. Up into 7th. Up to 8th. DRS open. Flying down towards the last chicane. Armchair bike is out of the qualifying. So I think he's had an incident. I didn't see that. But Alex coming out past the final corner. Navigate. Oh, and he's invalidated. No. Unfortunate for him. Vizuik is starting his lap. Hexagon's on a lap. Can't see his telemetry. Hexagon goes purple in the first sector, so maybe that first sector. Ace went pole with a 182. Fruitful with a 183. Big gaps between first and second and third. Hexagon a little hesitant through there though, not what he needed. Needs to commit fully through there. Carries on though. Hello to the 4 viewers that have tuned in. Right, Hexagon's finishing his lap. I want to just see. Joker is on a lap himself. But Hexagon coming through the final corner, not what he needed there. He kind of let off the power, but it's going to be a 1-8. It's 9. Puts him 7th. James in the pit. Vizuik on a lap on medium. Oh no, he's not on mediums. Says he's on mediums, but he is on softs. Alex has to come in. Nick and Stick on his out lap. Ace and Fruitful, I think. Well, certainly Ace is coming out for his second run. Fruitful, I'm pretty sure, will follow. Joker goes P4 with a 186, but took a P3 with a 183. So, more competitive time starting to come through. The gap between 3rd and 4th, still around 3/10. So, we're lucky to see people try to close that down. I didn't see Arpaz's lap, but he is currently P6 with a 188 dead. So we kind of have a cluster of drivers, but Viper now starting his lap. Let's go on board with him. Clips the grass on entry. I don't know if that's compromised him a little bit, but sliding all around. That back end looks really loose. Oh, he taps the wall a little bit. I think he'll get away with that. Wasn't too much damage in there. And let's see, navigates that really nicely. Mounts the curb and the second one. Up to 5th, up to 6th, DRS open. This is for this little DRS straight. Under the bridge, just before brakes. Nicely done. Uses the exit curb as well. Viper looking on a decent lap so far. Let's see how I can navigate this hairpin. Down to 2nd. Doesn't use 1st for the extra rotation, but that does help him with the exit because he has got less wheel spin maybe. Arpaz comes flying towards the final chicane. Let's see. Hopefully he can keep it together. Very easy to invalidate. It does so really nicely. Stays nice and tight towards the right for the minimal track thingy, and it's a 183. Really good lap from Viper there. Arpaz invalidated his. Antivalo is starting his. I think Vivente not so. Oh, Nick and Slick goes Paul with a 180. Good lap from him. Ace is on the lap now. Ace, I didn't see much of his lap, but he's coming towards the final corner now. See how he navigates this. 5th gear. Ooh, fully committed to there. Must have gained a lot of time. That looked really clean. Yeah, 107.9. Good lap from him. Almost 3/10 in that improvement there. Who else is on the lap? I think Fruitful has backed off. He's on the mediums, opting for a different strategy there. Nick and Snake, everyone's kind of backing off. For Antivalo starting his. Hexagon. And Vivente starting his as well. I think James is on the lap. James is invalidated. So far it looks like Antivalo's the furthest person forward. Coming past this second middle chicane. I don't know what the corners are, but it's really really tough left-hander because you can mount the curve a bit too much and get an invalidation. Nick and Stick goes second. No, Nick and Stick was already there. Someone's improved. I didn't see who he was. Antivalo coming down into the hairpin. Uses first gear for the extra rotation. A little bit of wheel spin, but he'll get away with that. Maybe the Alpha will get a slipstream. No, he's not on the lap. Antivalo has done 2 laps on these softs, so they won't be in ideal conditions, but decent through the final chicane. What will that be? It's a 185, puts him 6th. Patuka starting his lap. Joker is now starting his as well. If I just get a grasp. Vivente coming through the final chicane now. Invalidated. Oh, unfortunate for him. I just seen it. He put them 2 wheels on the left curb there. Not what he wanted or needed. I think Vizuik is on the lap. Yeah, he's on the lap. Seems to be pushing. Coming through the middle. Coming towards the hairpin. I want to see what his purple in the middle sector. Looking good from Vizuik here. Locks up going into the hairpin though. That'll cost him. If I get the lap data. Coming towards the final chicane. This chicane is really hard to navigate, especially when you got a green delta. He does so decently. Not the most ideal line thread, but he'll get away with it. It'll be a 187, puts him 9th. Who was on the lap? Pato's on the lap. Seems to be pushing. Yeah, he's on a lap. He hasn't set a lap yet, so he needs to get this on the board. Give him some breathing room. First gear for the extra rotation. 3rd on exit. Decently done. Alex, certainly a driver who feels he can do better, and I certainly think so. Really good. He's a fast driver, but just been unfortunate these past 2 races. Let's see if he can turn his luck around here. Doesn't invalidate. Very nice through there. It's going to be a 181. A 181 puts him 4th. Really good. That's the sort of pace I know he has. Really good to see from him. But carrying on now. Vizuik goes for the 2nd run, I think. No, he's too much done. Arpaz in the Red Bull on the lap. Haven't seen much of him this qualifying. Misses the chicane though. Not ideal. I think some people are on the lap. Viper's on his lap. Clips the glass on entry into that right-hander though, and he touches the wall. Will he continue? No, he backs off. So it looks like it's going to be Arpaz. No, Arpaz has backed off as well. So I think we'll see drivers coming in for their last run in Q3. Currently Ace sits on pole with a 107.9. In 2nd place is Nick and Slick with a 180. 3rd is Hexagon with a 181. 4th is Alex Fato with a 181 as well. 5th is Viper with a 183, 2/10 behind. Fruitful with another 183. Patuka 183. 8th is Antivalo with a 185, and Joker 186. Okay, it looks like there's a little cluster at the front between 1st and tenths, and then the rest are kind of just 4 or 5 tenths behind. Fruitful will definitely be looking to improve. No one's on a lap so far. James, I think, is on a lap. James, what does he set? A 180! A really nice lap from him. Wow. Good pace from James there. 180. I think he 60 thousandths from pole. He had a really good race in Austria. I remember he bided his time, stayed away from the penalties, and got P5 from, I think he was 12th or like 11th. So good to see from him. Vivente is the first of the drivers to come out on his last run. I was thinking if drivers would want to wait a little bit, let the track evolve, but he's decided to go out early. It does say he's on 2 lap all softs. I don't know if that's a glitch, but if that's true, I mean, his tyre wear should be playing a factor on his last run, so he doesn't want to do 2 on this. He wants to get it done in 1. We'll have to see though. See here, trying to warm his tyres up. Oh no, he's just going flat. He's just going flat out. Fruitful, I think, is the second to... No, it's going to be Hexagon, then Fruitful. Arpaz is retired with a 188. He did it in the pits, so maybe that is his qualifying done. But here goes Vivente on his last run. Down into turn 1, third gear. Second for the second right, for another right. Up to third. Decently done. 5th. Got to be careful with this down right-hander. 4th momentarily. Up to 5th. Decently done through there. Coming to this left-hander now. Got to be careful on this. Revs it with the engine braking. Really nice there. Misses the curb slightly though. Decent on exit. Gets a good little traction. Coming into this right-hander's got to be careful with the invalidation. 4th gear. Lets it run on the curb. Run wide. Yeah, very nice. Vivente 5 tenths up, so yeah, he's looking good so far. See if he can close this lap out though. A little bit wide through the to the hairpin, but as he powers down to the chicane now, I think this could put him maybe 9th or 10th. We'll have to see. Final chicane. I see. Yeah, takes it cautious, which in this position makes sense considering that he needs to get this on the board. 187 puts him 12th. Next was Hexagon, I think. Yeah, Hexagon has backed off. Fruitful has also backed off. I think he'll have enough for one more run. I didn't see who was next. Pato now starting his lap. Everyone needs to be quick because there's only 20 seconds in qualifying. Vizuik has invalidated. Ace, now he's on a lap, but he's 60 thousandths down. James is not coming out, so James is done for qualifying. I don't know, Nick and Snick isn't going to make it, so it looks like it's just going to be Fruitful and everyone around him. Fruitful coming through the second chicane now. Looks to be doing good so far. Stays nice and tight on the right. Maybe that's a little tactic there for gaining time. Coming past this little right hander, done very nicely. Yeah, he's got a really smooth driving style. Coming into the hairpin, let's see what he's almost 2 tenths up. Looking good from Fruitful so far in the Mercedes. Hexagon is ahead of it. Is Hexagon ahead of it? No, he's not. Sorry, he is. Hexagon will be the first to cross the line between these two. We'll have to see his lap. As invalidated. Unfortunate from him. Fruitful hasn't, however. He was looking on a good lap so far. Let's see what he can set. It's going to be a 107.922. He just pips Ace for pole by 30 thousandths. Anyone else on the lap? No, it looks like qualifying is over. Wow. Fruitful pulled it out of the back right at the end when he needs to. Really nice from him there. Oh, we've got Naya joining the session. So for qualifying for Canada, it's going to be Fruitful on pole with a 107.9, Ace in second place, James in third, Viper fourth, Nick and Snick fifth, Hexagon sixth, Pato seventh, Antivallo 8th, Patuca 9th, and rounding out the top 10 is Joker. In 11th is Vizuik, 12th is Vivente, 13th Arpos, who did retire early, and Armchair Bike, who did not set a time, so I didn't see from him there. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, there you are.
Sorry for the late appointment. I joined late.
Nice, bet. I don't want to commentate this whole race by myself. It'd be better with someone.
That's good. That's good. So, how was qualifying?
Fruitful pulled it out of the back right at the end with his last run. He just crossed the line, I think, with seconds to go, but he pipped Paul by I think 30 thousandths.
Okay, so quite a close qualifying.
Yeah, really close. James did I was really surprised by him. He put in lap third, I think, 180.
Brilliant. Some fast lap times there. So let this load up. See, hopefully. Right. Okay.
Well, this is yeah.
So is this the warm-up lap? I'm just gonna get.
Yeah, it's formation.
Okay.
It'll be a relatively.
So, let's look at the tyres. The top 10 are all on softs, and we've got 11 to 14 on the mediums. And what kind of strategy are we seeing today? What do you think? Kind of how many laps do you think we'll see between each tyre compound?
I'd say it's not as bad in terms of overtaking on this track. So track position, maybe doesn't mean as much.
We've got 3 DRS zones, by the way. Let's tell the audiences. We've got one. We're going up to one now. So there's one on the start-finish straight.
Yeah.
Right? There's one here. This is a second DRS zone. And the third one coming up to the back straight. Well, we're coming up to it now. This is quite a fast outlap as well. So just quite a fast.
It's like a little kink. It's like a little kink coming into a hairpin.
Yeah. So Fruitful's getting on with it. He wants his tyres warm. He wants to get on with this race. He might have somewhere to go. Who knows?
Yeah, Bono's telling him to get a move on.
Bono, my tyres are gone. Hopefully we'll hear that one day from one of these drivers.
I think we've got to look out for penalties, because penalties are going to play a big part in this race.
Yes, I was just going to say, I did put it down. I did put a mental note, and it's good that you brought it up. Penalties on this track, especially the last chicane, and the other left-right coming up to turn 4, turn 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Looking at quite a lot of maybe some penalties there as well.
But anyways, I'll let you take the lead on this one.
Okay, so they're now lining up on the
Great.
plate, right? So we've just got a few cars at the end.
I am on board with the leader, who does, I think, have the best view of everyone on track.
Yeah, let's stay on. I'll do the broadcast and let's see. Okay, so. Okay. 4 lights, 5 lights. And away we go. Fruitful gets a good start. He's got the inside to the first corner as well. Nice start from Fruitful. Can Viper go around the out? No. It's nice and easy. Viper is ghosting at the moment, but Fruitful's gone, and he's got a little bit of a tiny little bit of gap.
No, Pato just spun, and he's collected his teammate.
Oh, bad news for Pato. Who's he hit? We've got Ace up in 4th now. Remember, Ace was when we last commentated on Austrian Grand Prix. Ace was he the one that was unlucky and he had the crash? But he had a really good race there, really good race there. So look out for Ace. Maybe he's an Ace racer. So Ace is up to 2nd.
Yeah, no, it's basically the timing glitched where it put Pato in the lead, but basically Antivallo and Alex Pato, I think Alex Pato just came out of the corner with a bit too much power, and he spun, collected his teammate. They both have damage, but everyone's kind of stayed put. Armchair Bike has improved a lot. He went from 14th to 9th, So he's had a really good start.
Very good start, yeah, definitely.
Top three kind of stay as they were. Nothing too much there. But if I just get the position change, yeah, 5 places improved from Armchair Bike. Great to see from him.
So the Ferraris are last, right? It's going to be, and they're going to have to stack as well, aren't they? They're going to have to stack. Yeah, this is a terrible day. They can only hope for a safety car, maybe VSC will help them. They need a full safety car, and hopefully they can get back up into the Grand Prix. But we'll see what they can do. Maybe they can have come back later on in the race. But with the pace that the front leaders have, it's going to be very hard, very difficult. Right, so we've got a battle again with Ace and Fruitful, who always seem to be together in these races. They always seem to be quite close. Looks like Fruitful's building a small gap, but I think Ace just needs to. He's 6 tenths behind at the moment. He just needs to stay within the DRS zone, and he can use those 3 DRS zones to save some ERS, save a little bit of tyres, and see if they can just nudge Fruitful a little bit forward, basically. So that's the top. We've got Johnny James in 3rd. Nick and Snake is quick as well. Viper 5th. We've got Hexagon 6th. Hexagon had the alternate strategy in, I think it was Australia, and Patrick is 7th, or was it one of the Force Injuries? And we got Vizuik in 8th place on the medium tyres, so not bad.
Yeah, he is the furthest medium runner.
Yes, and he's only 7 tenths behind Patrick in 7th, so looks like the lads are kind of getting into a little groove now. Not much overtaking at the moment, but I think everyone's just settling down.
Yeah, it was a relatively, I'd say, quiet start, except Armchair Bike has a penalty. It was a quiet start, except the timing glitched, and I didn't really see what happened between the Ferraris. But I think Joker got caught up in it as well, because he pitted on lap 1 and is kind of in the same boat as the 2 Ferraris.
Look at Ace now. Ace is right behind Fruitful. Will he try something? Fruitful has got a lot of ERS, so he can use it to defend. But Ace is pressuring him. Maybe he wants him to make a mistake. Maybe he wants him to make he wants him to make mistakes for penalties.
Yeah. I mean, warnings are gonna play a big part in the role in the moves that they make, because I guess we're gonna see drivers not make moves if they have penalties in front. Don't want to risk it.
Yeah.
Oh, Vizuik makes a move on Armchair Bike and Vizuik going side by side. Vizuik gets a little bit squirmy coming out of that corner, but holds a position because it is quite a narrow track, nowhere to really overtake.
Well, basically, Vizuik and Armchair both got 3-second penalties now. Also, Joker's got a 3-second penalty, so it's going to rack up. It might just come down to who's got the less penalties. Looks like there's a battle for the looks like
I missed it, but Ace now takes the lead.
Jamie James has now got a 3-second penalty as well, so they're racking up the penalties. Looks like Ace needs to get on with this and get away.
Like I think Joker's just DNF'd. I think he crashed out in the first sector.
Oh, he's out. Joker's out.
Fortunate for him. Not really what you want to see.
Yeah. But Fruitful is now 8 tenths away. He needs to.
He's pitting.
He's going into the pits.
So I think this is a 2.
Is it a 2-stopper?
Yeah.
If only we knew how bad the tyres were.
But this is bold strategy from Fruitful here. He's going to go on the mediums, which obviously is confirming on.
He has gone with I've seen a few of his races before. He has gone with an alternate strategy and made it work. So if there is someone that can make it work, I don't know what the strategy is for everyone else, but if there is someone that can make an alternate strategy work, it would be him.
The projected strategy was a 2-stop, but I don't think that's what everyone is going to do. I think it's just going to be a soft to mediums.
Well, let's keep an eye out on Fruitful. What does he come out on? He's come out on medium tyres, so obviously that's not going to last him 30 laps, okay? And we'll see his, we'll see his pace. We'll recognise when he's making big moves. But at the moment, keep an eye on Ace, and keep an eye on the battles at 7th, 8th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Just Hexagon is now. He has a run on
Hexagon
Viper.
Is right behind.
Yeah.
Hexagon is right behind Viper, and he's going to the inside now. He's he's ahead of him before the...
Vizuik armchair bike and the thing go 3 wide. Vizuik goes into the wall, collects Pituka. Yeah, that was never going to end well. Armchair bike.
3 wide. I missed that, but has it damage?
Yeah, basically Vizuik collected Pituka, who they both crashed into the wall, and armchair bike. I mean, virtual safety car, but armchair bike
virtual safety car. The lads in the pits are going to be, even though they crashed, it might work out well for them. So think about it.
Yeah.
They crashed.
Yeah.
But whoever's just come out in and out of the pits, they've saved. Maybe it came a bit too late, but maybe it saved them 3-4 seconds, which is what they would have lost anyway. So let's see what happens.
Fruitful, I think, if he'd have just waited one more lap and pitted, that would have been...
you can never know VSC. It's not something that you can plan for. Although they do in real life sometimes. They do have various simulations in real Formula 1 with regards to the best time to pit if a VSC does come out, but you can never really, in the game, you just have no idea.
Too much of a hypothetical.
Penalty. Speeding on the virtual safety car. Vizuik in 10th place. That's horrible.
He's not going to be happy with that.
He's not going to be happy with that. Did he not adhere to the... He was on hard tyres as well. Maybe he wanted to go to the end. Bit of a task, but... Right, this race is now warming up. This is hotting up now. So Fruitful is now... I have no idea how altogether. What is he?
22.6 to get behind the leader.
So how much do we need in Canada for in and out to get in front of the guy?
I'm not sure. I'm guessing around 20 seconds.
I'm guessing around 22 seconds, maybe. Yeah. So that means his pace hasn't been that good, has it? We'll look at the pace. We'll see what's going. Let's go to the battles now. What have we got? Actually, everyone's a bit spread out now, isn't it? So second and third, basically. Johnny's got a Nick and Snick gang. Nick and Snick, another fast competitor, fast racer, he's just biding his time, 6 laps with the softs, like the leaders in front of him. Jamie James has got a 3-second penalty. Nick and Snick is right behind him, and I think he's a bit comfortable using him as a DRS kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, he's got nearly 90% DRS, and James is on like 67. They both have got high DRS, but. Right, I'm going to check this lap, check if any battle. I'm going to check, let's see what Ace does to it. If he goes...
Nick and Snake makes a run, he's got no run on James, goes down the inside. Does he make the move? Yeah, he does. But will James get a... Nah, I don't think he's too close enough, but great move from Nick and Snake there, he sent it down the inside of the chicane. Oh, Viper, who pitted for softs, now makes a run on Fruitful. And
Fruitful? Yeah, Fruitful is not... Oh, this is not what Fruitful needs. This is not what Fruitful needs. But let's see his time. I checked Ace's time. He did a 12.4, right?
11.9.
11.9. So he's taken 5/10 out of... Yes. 11.2 fastest lap by Viper. So the medium tyres are the better tyre. But I think Fruitful's going to lose a little bit of time. Depending on how quick Viper is. Viper's actually pretty quick. I don't think he's going to hold him up.
I think if anything, it's going to actually help him.
He's going to help. Apart from that little overtake, I think he's going to pull him along. Yeah. Viper and Fruitful. I don't think Fruitful wants the dirty air though, but I think what has Viper done? Has he come out back on soft tyres?
I think he pitted under the VSC, took advantage of that.
Did he? Oh, he did. So he's basically jumped. Well, not in the grand scheme of things, but he might actually. Yeah. Nick and Snick, 3-second penalty. Hexagon, 3-second penalty. They are racking up.
Ace pits now for his. He's going on to medium tyres.
Right, I'm going to keep my eye on Fruitful. So he's coming down the back straight now, coming towards the chicane. Oh, I think is Ace coming out of the pits at any moment?
He's just out of the pits now, accelerating down to turn 1. Yeah,
Fruitful is he done him?
Yeah, he's done him.
Oh, he's done him. So it's not worked. That early pit stop, I think he might have got caught up in some, maybe not had the best laps, but here we go now. It's in Ace's hands. So now Fruitful is getting stuck behind Viper. So let's see what the top laps. We've still got Nick and Snake and Jamie James. I think James has been overtaken by Nick and Snake. So
yeah.
So it looks like Nick and Snick has a better read on the tyres. He's maybe nursed him a little bit better. Used the DRS in front of
Hexagon softs are starting to drop off now as Armchair Bike's been hounding him for a lap straight. He's got a really good run on him though. Yeah, it's going to be an easy pass for him
so
there.
Armchair is an original medium starter and he's the highest at the moment, right? So he's doing well. Has he got 3 seconds? Oh, nearly lost it. Wow, he nearly went into the wall. Hexagon. So we got Armchair. So it's interesting how this is all going to play out strategy-wise. It's quite interesting, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, Armchair Bike seems to really be flying on their mediums now. Them softs are I think them softs are done. 9 laps.
Them softs are done. I think when people are starting to pit us in 6 laps, we can understand that the wear on these tyres is. Remember, Canada is an abrasive surface. So just in real life, I don't know if you remember the 2010 Grand Prix.
No.
It was only. Well, I don't think you're watching Formula 1 then. It was only one of the few Grand Prix with the Bridgestone tyres which had a 2 or 3 stopper. So every other Grand Prix in that year, because the Bridgestones used to last so long, so in some races they used to last 57 laps out of a 58 lap race. And Kobayashi in Valencia, he pitted on the last lap or the last 2 laps just to get the other tyre in. So it looks like basically this is an abrasive kind of track. So you are going to see a lot of tyre wear, but so it's a lot of tyre wear. And it showed even in the Bridgestone era there was a lot of tyre wear then. So
Armchair Bike did get Nick and Snick for first place, which means
Armchairs. Have you seen Armchair's pace?
Yeah.
11.6. Let's see who's gonna. 10.9 from Ace.
Yep.
10.9 from Ace. It's not bad though from Armchair. I don't know where he started, but he could be one stopping. This could be. I don't think Ace can get to the end of the Grand Prix with these medium tyres. I just don't see it.
No, not to cause any drama here, but if you look at the clouds, I mean, it is getting a bit dark.
Yeah, you could have a little bit.
I know the F1 is really the game is really deceiving sometimes with the clouds, but we never know.
Fruitful is directly behind Ace. We've got Viper holding up Jammy James. Jammy's come out on the soft tyres and he wants to get past straight away because he's got 5 laps. He's going to.
Viper goes a little bit deep there.
Yeah.
Will Viper get? Viper has DRS, but I don't think it'll be enough for him.
No, yeah. They both got DRS, but he's got slipstream as well. He's on the inside. He's not enough. Not enough.
He sends it down the inside a little late. That was a little late.
No, it was side by side. I think that's a fair move. I think I don't hope there's no damage between them. Ace is a 10.6 again.
10.6, wow.
Ace is flying. Ace is absolutely flying.
Nick and Snick still on them softs 11 laps.
I have no idea what he's trying to do, but I commend him. I think he's trying to go soft hards. If he is losing a bit of time now on the. It could work. It could work. I mean, it all depends on what these other lads are doing, what kind of pace they've got as well. Remember, even if they're 2-stopping, they're going to come back hard at the end. They're going to come back very quick.
Ace is on the back of Vivente and the Williams.
Yes, he is.
He's going to send it down the inside. No,
don't touch. Nice.
Gets a decent exit. James gets Viper on the hairpin thingy, but Ace also gets Vivente.
I think he's going to go straight through. Yeah, Vivente using a bit of ERS just to get a nice little bit of slipstream. Oh yeah, nice. Ace has been driving really well as well. No penalties whatsoever. Him and Fruitful's got a penalty as well. So this is going to be a hard task for Fruitful. But we really don't know what Fruitful is trying to do here, because is he an aggressive two-stop strategy? Or is Ace going to be just comfortable in this one? Seems like he's got a bit of a lead, quite a bit of a lead on Fruitful. So it's Ace's race to lose, isn't it, at this point?
Yeah, and also the more Nick and Snick stays out, Arpos is closing in on him now. He was 2.5, now he's 1.8, 1.7. So Nick and Snick is losing time, obviously, towards Armchair. Armchair's really driving really well, to be honest with you. He's driving really well. He's maybe a little bit Hamilton-esque in the way that he's nursing those tyres and trying to peak out
So what do we think? How much more laps do you think medium tyres and Armchair have got? What do you think?
I think I don't know the projected tyre wear, but I'm thinking in the next 5 or 6 laps we'll see Armchair Bike pit for. Actually, no, not 5, because if he's gonna go for softs, he'll have to go a bit further.
Yeah, so armchairs.
It's starting to rain. It's starting to rain.
Is it actually raining or is it?
Yeah, on my screen I'm getting rain, which is playing into Nick and Snick's hands here. If he can hold on these softs.
I don't know about Nick and Snick, but Armchair could be in the driver's seat here.
Yeah.
You know, he could really nick this Grand Prix away from Ace. Ace has got really. The thing is though, Armchair's pace in the last lap really fell off. I think he was 3 seconds slower probably than Ace. Now Ace.
Sector 3, yellow flag.
Yellow flag. We've got 3. We've got second, third, and fourth, all within a few tenths of each other.
Another yellow flag. Viper spun.
Where's Viper?
Arpos closing in on Nick and Snick a lot now. Virtual safety car came in, so I think that's for Pituka, who Pituka DNF'd. I didn't see it. He came up.
Oh no, that's another one out. Oh, they're sliding. They're sliding.
Yeah, it's raining heavily now.
Is it? I can't really tell.
Armchair Bike's gonna pit under the VSC. He'll get at least some of this benefit from the VSC.
Is it still VSC?
It is still Nick and Snake. Will he make it? I think Nick and Snake will make it as well. So will Arpos.
Oh, Ace is in as well. Ace is in.
Yeah,
everyone's
they're all in.
Oh my days. Oh, Armchair.
Frufel doesn't stop. Frufel couldn't stop. No, that is so unfortunate for him.
He's got a 5-second penalty.
He got a 5-second penalty.
Has anyone not pitted for time? Everyone's pitted.
Everyone's pitted.
Not pitted. Oh, there's damage. Damage on Hexagon. Front wing damage. I think the left plane is all disintegrated. So Armchair has absolutely bossed it. He's got a 6-second lead, and he's got the right tyres on, and he doesn't have to. He's on now the same strategy as everyone else.
Yeah.
So, sometimes it just falls into your hands. So what can Ace do? We know Ace has got a lot of pace, but the intermediates is he as good in intermediates as the dry? Do you know?
No, I'm not sure. Not familiar with any of these drivers in terms of pace wise.
Because some drivers excel on the slippery conditions.
Yeah, 100%.
Some drivers are better in the dry. You just see it sometimes. So
Armchair Bike is pulling away from Nick and Snick in second.
I can see. So let Armchair Bike do his thing. So let's see second, third, and fourth. This is important for Ace. Now, is DRS disabled? It would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah. For this condition, this should be disabled.
Yeah. Right. We'll see if any of the wings open. So now it's going to be extra difficult to overtake. Now it's all going to be under braking and use of the ERS. And coming out of corners using a lot of ERS is going to be gnarly in these conditions. So Ace is in a hot seat. He is doing brilliant at the moment, and he's got a 7.5 second lead. Armchair is in the lead. He's got a 7.5 second lead, and his main competitor Ace is in 4th position, and he's got 2 people in front of him. So
also another big gainer from this VSC and Chaos is Vivente, who did start on the mediums, and he pitted the same time as Armchair Bike, so he was on the same strategy. Now he's up into 5th. I mean, Fruitful is bearing down on him, but considering his start, he's done really well.
He's done really well. Alex Pato is only 2.5 seconds away from Vizu, but they're both 14 seconds away from Antovallo. So Antovallo, they were alright. So the Antovallo has got into 10th position. So we haven't seen this. The Ferraris were right at the back. So he's only 3 seconds behind Hexagon, and he's in the points paying position. So very well done for Antovallo. You know,
Fruitful just got Vivente going in just before the hairpin. So Fruitful with the pace so far. I mean, he seems to be a really strong driver in the wet. I remember I did race him in Britain. You know, he was really solid. Ace not making the grounds that I thought he would against Arpos. I mean, Arpos kind of bearing down on Nick and Snick.
Yeah, I mean, I would have expected Ace to be a bit more closer. So every lap that he's behind these two, he's losing time to Armchair. And unless it stops raining and we get another pit stop period, this looks like it's Armchair's to win. Now, in these, how long? So Inters are quite decent and lasting quite a lot of laps, aren't they? They don't
Yeah.
really, yeah. It's raining quite
I have
heavily,
had to pit again under Inters for a few league races though. I mean, I kind of thought they were durable, like they were invincible, but they're not. They are susceptible to a lot of tyre wear.
Okay, so you keep your eye on what's going on at the moment. I'm gonna look at sector times. I really want to know who is the fastest in the wet. Let's see.
Arpos kind of dropping back from Nick and Snick now. I mean, Nick and Snick really is holding his own. He is losing time to Armchair Bike, but he's holding second place, which or Arpos picks up a penalty, which is not ideal. Ace again, just
Armchair's got a penalty.
yeah, he's got 6 seconds of penalties.
Oh, and Ace has got nothing.
Yeah, but Fruitful
120.2. Let's see what the second. Let's see what the 120.5, 120.6, 121.4.
119.7.
Fruitful is the quickest in the wet from the top 5. Watch out for Fruitful now. He is ready to take this.
He's flying.
He's flying. He might want to get them on the track. Ace has been driving brilliantly to not get any penalties. I don't understand how clean he is. I will be honest with you. Even the best drivers are getting penalties, and he's just there like floating about. So, well done to him, mate. Well done.
Consistency. He's got a rhythm going.
Yes, but he's not the quickest in the wet, and he's coming out that corner gnarly.
Very squirmish.
He's not. Yeah, he's 1.2 seconds behind Arpos, and from what I know of Arpos is a quick driver, but he's not really up there with the Fruitful and the rest of these Ace and stuff. So bloody hell, looks like Ace is not enjoying these. I'll tell you who is. Look at Fruitful. He's coming down.
I have a sneaky suspicion that Fruitful is running a wet setup, because he was a little bit slower in the dry, not too much, but it was a little bit slower. But
I don't think that's possible because he got pole position. I don't think that's possible. I don't think you can get a wet.
But on this track, obviously the strategy for wet setups is to run loads of wing on, like less wing on the front. James just gets Vivente pits, less wing on the front and loads of on the rear, which is already the dry setup for Canada.
So, why is Vivente pitted? What's he doing? He's put the full wets on. Wow.
Bold move.
Bold move. Let's hope it works. I mean, it is raining on my screen. It looks like it's raining
quite heavily.
I want to say heavily, but I don't know.
Antavalo's out.
Oh, all that for 10. What, do you think he crashed?
I think he may have locked up a safety car, full-on safety car. So
no way. Oh no! All that work for Armchairs, 12-second lead is going to be nothing. Is it? I don't see the full safety car. Where does it say?
It says it on the top left.
I don't have it on mine.
Yeah, full safety car. I think Armchair Bikes.
There we go, safety car.
Will we see him pit? That is the question.
We will, yeah, but this is...
He's pitting.
He is pitting for the full wet. Are they all going to go in for the full wets?
Alex Pato's pitted for full wet. This could really play in Vivente's hand. I mean, he chose to pit right just before the safety car came out.
Yeah, but he's going to be going that safety car speed.
I was just thinking, yeah.
It's not going to help him at all. What would have helped him is if the safety car didn't come out and they had to do 1 or 2 more laps on Inters on a very wet track, and he would have made 2, 3, maybe 4 seconds, on these lot. But unfortunately, no. It was the right thing to do, but he just got unlucky with the timing. But look now, Armchair is going to be kind of heartbreaking for him. He's lost a 12-second lead, and he's got a 6-second penalty.
Yeah.
So he's got a 6-second penalty, and he's lost his lead. So now look, he's got 2 people behind him with penalties. I don't know exactly what penalties they got, but Ace is the one that hasn't got a penalty, and he's 4th. So he's gonna have to make this work in such a way where he's gonna have to bolt as soon as the safety car comes in.
Yeah. Try not to get caught in any action between him and Nick and Snake, and just,
Yeah, everyone's in for full wets now, and Alex Pato's got full wet. So look, Alex Pato, what did I say? He needs a full safety car. Maybe
Yeah,
not in
he's
these
got one.
conditions, but he's got one. But you know, maybe he can get a point. He can make a point. He's had a terrible race so far, so let's see if he can have some fun trying to get into the top 10. I mean, where did you know where he qualified? Or?
He qualified, I think, 5th or 6th, somewhere
So
around there.
So he's got pace. He's there. So it just depends whether he's got the pace to full wet. So there's the one of he's in 10th. Vizuk went off.
Yeah, Vizuk came out of the pits.
Yeah, he must have went straight off. Well, there you go. He's in 10th position. He's gonna be loving this. So hopefully nobody hits each other behind the safety car as well. Everyone just keeps it.
The safety car's going to stay out for one more lap, but I mean, drivers are going to have to, they're going to have to hurry up and try catch the pack.
I think we've got Hexagon 19 seconds behind Vivente, was 7 seconds behind Jamie James. So is he coming in on this lap?
Yeah, it'll be this lap.
I think they'll catch him. I think they're going to. But tire temperatures now. How do we keep tire temperatures warm on a wet track? What do we do? What can we do?
You definitely don't want to be weaving on a wet track. I'll tell you that. I've made that mistake a lot of times.
On a wet track, you don't want to. Well, Grosjean does it on a dry track, but you don't want to be Grosjean on a wet track. But we don't want to.
Grosjean, I hope you're not watching this.
I think he's got better stuff to do, to be honest with you. But if he
maybe
is,
cooking, maybe he's cooking.
Maybe he's cooking.
Yeah, he's a good chef. Apparently,
with his hands at the moment. I doubt it. But anyway,
we're just joking.
Okay.
No cancel us.
Okay, so Anton Valo's left. Obviously, we knew that he was in the. Looks like he was in the lobby all that time. But, have you got Has it been? Have you got Has it told you that the safety car is coming in on this one? I haven't got any.
No, I haven't had no notification. But I mean, if it is Antovalo and Vizek, they've got to get a move on.
I don't think he's coming in on this lap.
No, it will be.
Not coming in.
Yeah, it's not.
He's way too close. Right, I think it's one more lap. Then we're ready to go.
Alright, so yeah, plenty of time for Alex Pato and Vizuk in that sense.
Yeah, Alex Pato will be flying. He's got to make up 16 seconds though. He's got to get a move on. What is there? Basically? Do you have to keep a minimum time under the safety car as well, or is that no?
No, that's only towards the end. Oh no, actually, yeah. The delta, for some weird reason, the delta comes out to people who are not lapped. I mean, really far behind, and they have to adhere to it as well, which is a bit annoying if you want to catch the pack and you have to keep your delta positive.
Yes, and the worst thing is, does the delta change with the weather? Because
I'm not sure.
Because no, actually, it doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is, if it was dry, he'd be quicker onto the back of him, but he's basically going decent speed, but in the wet, it's not making a big difference. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think he's going to catch him. Though. Yeah, he'll catch him. Viper and Hexagon getting close. I think everyone's getting ready now. Vivente, Jamie, everyone on wet tyres. We're going to have a little bit of a sprint race here.
In terms of race sense, I think Ace, if he can, avoid penalties, keep himself out of trouble. I mean, Fruitful will be definitely bearing down on him.
So give me your prediction. Who do you have your money on?
I think Fruitful's going to win.
Who's winning this? You think Fruitful's going to win?
I think Fruitful. Yeah, he's just.
Okay, I go with Armchair on the track, but I think Ace is going to win because of penalties.
Penalties, yeah.
I think Armchair was sufficiently fast enough under both conditions, and look now, he's backing the pack up. So are we ready? When is he going to go? As soon as you see the throttle full, then we know he's gone. So we're waiting. He's weaving. He doesn't want to put. Oh, yes! Now he's gone. He's going. Nicely done. Back to you, Khan. What do you see?
Everyone kind of were just caught on their heels there. I mean, I don't know.
And Arpos nearly lost it out of the last corner.
He collected Ace. He collected Ace.
No way. Oh no. Has he got damage, Ace? Ace is on the outside of Jamie James. I cannot see the vehicles at the moment.
Vivente
Ace is falling back.
Fruitful goes a little bit wide.
Ace, Fruitful, your man Fruitful is fourth, and he's going on the outside of Arpos now. Or is he gonna? No, Arpos coming out that last corner. He must have. Nick and Snick is now 1.1 second. Armchair is flying. Armchair is getting out of there. Arpos, can he hold Fruitful up? But has Ace got damage? This is what we need to know. Has Ace got damage? He has got damage. The front wing is that damage? No, it's not damage. I can't. Oof, I thought. He's going really slow though. I'm sure he's got damage.
No, he's got damage. He's missing a right
end
plate.
He's got damage. Oh, he's got. This is exactly what we didn't need. But this is what happens. He's going to go wide.
Really wide, yeah.
Wide. He hasn't got the braking. Really unfortunate for Ace. This has happened, I think, twice now. He's been a really fast driver, really clean driver in the race, but he seems to be just collected. Unfortunately, in the rain, this happens. But I really wanted to see a showdown between him and Armchair. But looks like we're going to see what Fruitful has got.
I think just to be clear, it wasn't intentional from Arpos there. I mean, he did lose the car.
No, of course not. We didn't actually see the incident, but we know that I saw Arpos lose a bit of control on basically the back end slid out, and I think maybe trying to get back on the power, maybe he just caught one of the other drivers, and it was a concertina effect. No problem, things like this happen, but it is unfortunate that Ace always seems to be collected, and Ace is not pitting, so he's just going to go for it. He thinks there's no point pitting. And he's going to have horrible understeer. So what do you think you've driven in these conditions? What do you think the understeer is going to be like with no end plate and damage to the rim?
I think obviously every lap that the rain keeps coming down, you have to keep adjusting your braking point. I mean, this is going to be really tough conditions.
He's going to be locking. You're right. He's going to be locking up a lot. Nick and Stick's he's not getting dropped as much as I thought. So he's 1.1 seconds behind Armchair, but. We don't know how comfortable and how fast Armchair is going. Arpos is keeping Fruitful behind. So, your man needs to get a move on. So,
looking a bit further back, 8th to 11th are just kind of locked in a battle. I mean, Ace, I think, is kind of a little bit holding them up. But it is wet conditions, and Canada's a kind of a hard track to follow. But yeah,
yes.
Everyone's really close to each other.
Pato's he lost 10th position, but I think he's dropping a bit behind here. I don't know if the full wets is that's kind of his conditions that he likes. We're learning a lot about the drivers in all conditions now.
Ace struggles coming out of the chicane. Vivente gets a run on him using his ERS. Ace is using his to defend. Will Vivente send it down the inside? He does.
Yeah, Ace gives him position. He
tries
side
to go by side.
He keeps the inside. They touch at the first corner. They're leaving space for each other. Good driving. I think he's gonna get the drive out of the corner just because he's gonna have better traction. And they need really close there. He's gonna go wide. Ace. He's gonna go wide. Viper's gonna get a run on him. This could go really bad for Ace. He could even be out of the points. This could be a horrible race for Ace. And he is basically a championship contender, isn't he?
Yeah. Also, just to go off of this a little bit, Alex Pato and Vizuik did collide going into turn 1. I didn't see the contact itself, but I saw Vizuik. He was kind of like spun onto the track, and there was a bit of a collision there.
So Alex Pato has got. Oh, this is terrible. I don't even want to watch anymore, Ace, and because I feel so bad for him, but. What can you do? He's got damage. He's fighting on. He's got 10 laps to go, and I doubt he's going to keep Viper behind him.
Fruitful gets a good run coming out the chicane on Arpos. He's using his ERS.
Right behind him. He's using his ERS. It's very dangerous in the wet. Can he go down the inside, Fruitful? Ooh, he breaks late. Arpos runs wide. Can he get around the outside? Get some traction in the wet. He just needs to put the power down. Oh, he's behind. And Arpos survives for at least a few corners. So Arpos is defending for his life, but he's defending pretty good at the moment. He has got the advantage of no DRS, so he's using his ERS in clever places, and now Fruitful is using a lot of his ERS. He wants to get past. Is that right, Khan?
Yeah, I mean, Fruitful ERS-wise, he's in a lot better situation. But Fruitful has 11 seconds of penalties. I don't know if he served that 5-second stop, or he must have, considering the pit stops. But I don't know, it still shows he has 11 seconds of penalties. If that's true, I mean, Arpos is kind of doing himself a favour, because the more he slows him down, the less chance Fruitful has to pull away from him and, you know, clear that penalty section.
Good point, Khan. We don't know if he has done taken the 5 seconds off.
Hexagon makes a move on Jammy James. Very easy there.
Goes through. Very good. Must have got a great traction out of the hairpin. So he's flying now. Ooh, Hexagon is making some headway now. So can we see Hexagon join the top, basically the top 4? So we'll check out for him. I think if Arpos keeps Fruitful behind him, I think Hexagon can find the back end of that battle. But Nick and Snick now is 2 seconds. He's Armchair, like we said. We knew he was quick. I think I did fancy him in the wet as well. I think he's got the pace. So he's going along, so hopefully, as long as he doesn't get any more penalties, I think he might just have this one in the bag.
Actually, as it stands, he won't win the race because he's on 9. Viper makes a move on Ace. Oh, Ace goes a little bit squirmy coming out of that left-hander. He'll be vulnerable to Pato now. Could Pato get a good exit?
Oh, so Viper's got through, yeah. So
yeah.
This is,
Armchair Bag's on 9 seconds worth of penalties, and he's only got 2.5 seconds behind Nick and Snick. He needs to pull out a 6-second gap minimum to win this race.
Also, so Nick and Snick has only got 3-second penalty.
Only got 3 seconds worth of penalties.
I don't think so. Wow, what a turn for the books! Looks like Nick and Snick is now in the. he's in the pole seat. This is a great race. This has been a really good race.
Again, Fruitful comes out of that chicane. I mean, he's trying to hound Arpos into a move. Into a mistake. But Arpos, credit to him, he's not giving up. He's holding his position really well. I mean, it is the wet. It's really hard to follow, but still, great work from Arpos here.
Yeah, great work from Arpos. Hexagon didn't really gain much on that lap, even though Arpos and Fruitful are fighting. So it doesn't look like he's got that really outright pace to join the group. But if these two keep battling, we know what can happen. We know that. Oh, is Fruitful going to go down the inside? Oh, he's going to try it. He's going to try it. Can he switch back on him? But this. Oh,
Arpos, yeah.
Yes, he's gone around the outside. Brilliant move. Brilliant move. Arpos lost that traction. Now, let's see what Fruitful has. Now that he's been released, let's see what kind of pace he's got.
Yeah, Alex Pato again trying to hound Ace. I mean, Ace, considering he has damage in the wet, he's doing really well. But again, Pato with 70% ERS, yeah, looks like it's going to be an easy move going into this right-hander.
I think Ace is not even going to fight this. I think Alex Pato, if he gets his braking right, he's run a bit wide.
Vizuik is going to make a run on Ace.
I think Vizuik, it's the last point position. I mean, if he gets overtaken, what do we say about Ace?
Vizuik goes down the inside.
Yeah, so what do we do? Do we just try and go for the fastest lap, fix the front wing? What can you do? Is there anything you can do?
Fastest lap is out of the window considering it was set on the dries.
Yeah. Oh, right, okay, that's true, yes.
But to be fair to Ace, I mean, he is going to get points with the new point system.
Might hit the back. Might hit the back on. No, he's okay.
Yeah, with the new point system in Race Spec, Ace is going to pick up points because it's a new incentive for drivers to stay in the race.
Right. Okay. So I've heard of this before. I'm not sure what kind of the point system is, but I do commend the league for giving making sure everyone fights till the end and doesn't just quit if they're not in the top 10. So fair enough for them. And I hope Ace. You never know. It might help him later on in the season. These little points.
But yeah, going back to the grand scheme of the race, I mean, Fruitful trying to hunt down Nick and Snake, who is losing time to Armchair Bike. I mean, it's almost 4 seconds.
Yes, but you said 6, didn't you?
Yeah, so he needs to pull out 2 seconds in this next 6 laps.
Yeah, so it's very possible. See what's happened here is Armchair's got into a real groove, and Nick and Snake has not been able to. At the beginning, he was able to keep up with him, I think, but I think as time has gone by, I think the consistency of Armchair and just the sheer pace is,
It's shown. I mean, the wet shows the drivers, shows the real. It's a real tough feat for all drivers, no matter what skill. It's not easy because the car is literally sliding. It
is, yeah. I mean, look, in all of this, I mean, Vivente has got absolutely no penalties, but he's 10 seconds behind, so I don't know if maybe he needs to maybe take a penalty just to get it quicker, but I'm not sure it will help him at this stage. But you never know. If others have got 12 seconds, 15 seconds, it can happen. Let's see if Vivente can get into a bit of a groove and, you know, no penalties. Let's keep it clean. Maybe he catches 1 or 2 positions, maybe not. But nice to see no penalties on a track like this from Vivente. So good driving from him.
So far in the race, just to sum up, we have Armchair back in the lead, around 4 seconds, and Nick and Snake in second, Fruitful third, trying to hunt down Nick and Snake, Arpaz, who kind of dropped a little bit behind Fruitful, in third, who Arpaz himself is in fourth, Hexagon fifth, James in sixth, Vivente seventh, Viper in eighth, Pato in ninth, and Vizuik rounding out the top 10. Ace, he did pit, so I think, yeah, he's got rid of his damage, which, you know, is a relief for him finally.
Yeah, so Ace has finally got rid of, you know, he had to pay. There was nothing, you know, he wasn't really going to fight anyone with the damage. So, you know, maybe he can just see what kind of pace he had. Obviously, he's got fresh tyres, but with the wets, it doesn't make a huge difference. I mean, you know, sometimes it's almost better to have warm wets, you know, because you're just used to them. So,
tyre temps are a really big thing in the wet because usually, especially in qualifying, a lot of drivers, they like to do 2 laps on their inters or wets because it just gets temperature in them.
Yes, exactly. So, you know, I'll keep an eye on Ace, see what kind of lap times he's doing, and see if he was.
Alex Pato goes a little bit wide. Is this going to be like a Sebastian Vettel, Lewis Hamilton? No, because Vizuik kind of just sweeps on through. He went wide going into that the same place that Sebastian Vettel kind of lost it. But,
right. Okay. So
there was a lot of space. Yeah.
So Vizuik's gone through. This has been a really good battle between these two. I think you said it earlier that Pato and Vizuik, and they might have touched each other. So yeah, so this has been a really good battle. So let's see who gets the better of this. It is for, you know, nominally 2 points and 1 point. So we'll see what happens. And Alex Pato's had a really interesting race. So let's see. Let's hope he can keep on to that point.
Crucially, Armchair Bike just picked up another 3-second time penalty. He's now on 12. So he now needs to make a 9-second gap in these last 3 laps.
So he's picked up another penalty. That means that Nick and Snake is basically safe, because 6 seconds I think he would have done, because he's 4.4 seconds. That's a very costly mistake.
Basically, Nick and Snake can afford another 3-second time penalty, but Fruitful is bearing down on Nick and Snake now. He's 1 second behind.
If these two touch each other,
yeah,
it could be in armchairs. You know?
It'll be in Nick and Snake's best interest to avoid as much commotion with Fruitful as possible. Make it as clean.
So I just want to see Ace's lap time here. So what's his lap time going to be? 1:21.5 on full wets. And, you know, he was 27 seconds behind Pato, and it's 20 seconds, and it's only been 2 laps. Wow. Or was it 25 seconds? So he's what lap time did I say he just did? 21.5?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let's compare that. Let's just see what Armchair is doing. So he's going to cross the line. I think Armchair's really quick, actually, regardless. Yeah, 21.3. Armchair is just flying.
Nick and Snake's going to do a 21.7. I didn't see Fruitful's.
Yeah, it was too quick. But Fruitful is now 6 tenths behind. Arpaz is a 22.8. He's got Hexagon now 6 tenths behind him. Hexagon, I think he wants that top 4 position. Wouldn't that be a nice one for the Force Indian driver?
I think he'll get it anyway because of penalties, because he has got Arpaz is on 9. He won on the track, definitely.
You want that little bit of scalp, you know. You want to take him. Vivente is still 10 seconds behind, but
Fruitful close to Nick and Snake now, coming out of this little chicane. He gets a much not better exit as I thought he would.
Nick and Snake has got very low ERS. Fruitful going down the inside. Nick and Snake's just got to keep it clean. Oh, and he's let Fruitful go basically, so Fruitful is now gone. So how much penalties has Fruitful got compared to Armchair?
Fruitful's on 11 seconds, it says here.
But it could be 6 because he might have served
that 5, yeah.
So if he's only got 6 and Armchair's got
12.
Oh, and he's 6 seconds behind him.
This will be close. Armchair really.
It just could be if we think that he's served his 5-second penalty. If he hasn't, then it's just all semantics anyway. But if he has, and he's basically 6 seconds behind him. He just needs to be within 6 seconds and he wins the Grand Prix, doesn't it?
Yep.
That's very interesting. I think he's gonna. Armchair's just doing well. He's just.
Hexagon's still behind Arpos. I mean, you know, like you said, you want them move on track, but you know, Arpos has done really well in the wet here. I mean, really held his own.
He has, yeah. I think Vizuic has dropped Pato, so I think.
Pato, I think he has damage. I just checked his left, right end plate. I think he's missing a right end plate. Yeah, he is.
So he's touched something, or he's.
Yeah. James is actually. I mean, he's got 12 seconds of penalty, so he won't really inherit any positions. Now he just picks up another 3 seconds, but he is looking at this Hexagon Arpos battle. Speaking of the battle, Hexagon getting closer to Arpos, going into the chicane. Not going to make a move. Hopefully, we may see him get good traction.
So now Jamie James, Arpos, and Hexagon are all trying to close together, but no. As you can see, when there's no DRS coming out of the corner in the wet, whoever gets on the paddle first can use the ERS to make quite a little bit of a safety gap, and then it's very hard for the person behind him to get any kind of slipstream or tow close enough for the chicane. So unfortunate, but Hexagon is getting closer, and Arpos is going to make more mistakes, I think.
Yeah. Speaking of the leaders, I mean, if Fruitful wants to win this race, he needs to get a move on, because Armchair Bike pulled out almost 2 seconds in that lap. The gap is now 8.5 from 6.4.
Yeah, but Nick and Snick has, 3 seconds at the moment?
Yeah, Armchair Bike needs 9 seconds.
Yeah, he's got 9 seconds. This is crazy.
8.7.
It's the last lap. 8.7, but he's going to be over 9 seconds. Oh my god, this is so close. Oh, it's going to be 9.3 seconds.
Yeah,
Nick
it
and
is.
Snick. I can't believe this. Armchair's going to take it.
Fruitful's holding Nick and Snick up. I think.
If he can, I don't know. Do you think he should cross the last chicane and try and maybe, you know what I'm trying to say? He might need to. He might need to. If he can make half a second on this last corner, it's too late. He's got 7/10 he's got to make now. Oh wow, Armchair's going to win this. Armchair is going to win it. I think Armchair's got this in the bag. If all the penalties.
Armchair crosses the line in. We'll have to see.
Great drive by Armchair. Let's see. Fruitful comes in second.
I think Fruitful himself knew he wasn't going to win this race. Nick and Snick 7/10.
Oh, 7/10. He lost by 7. It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant drive from Armchair. I think
Hexagon inherits 4th, Arpos 5th, James in 6th.
Yeah. And Alex Pato is in 10th, but Ace is way too far. But how much penalties we'll see at the moment? But you know, Vivente finished 6th. You know, good for him. You know, he drove a brilliant Grand Prix. Not much. He didn't get any penalties. So Vizuic finishes 9th. Pato, all right. So Pato gets 9th. Okay.
Yeah.
So and
he wins his battle against Vizuic in the end.
Yeah, he does. He won it via. Unfortunate for Ace, he's sliding across the line, as he does. So, I think Ace has to buy Fruitful a drink there, don't you think? Not Ace, sorry, Armchair Bike. Yeah, driver of the day as well. I think he needs to buy Fruitful a nice drink. Or buy him something, because he's basically won that by 7/10 because Fruitful has overtaken Nick and Snake and held him up on the last lap. So that was some really good teamwork there. If it was unintentional, it doesn't matter. It still worked.
So these are the provisional results for the Canadian Grand Prix. We've got Armchair picking up his first win of the season. Really good drive from him. He started last and finished first, so great to see. Nick and Snick in 2nd place, Fruitful 3rd from pole. Not ideal, but still good points. Hexagon 4th, Arpos 5th, Vivente 6th, James 7th, Viper in 8th, Alex Pato 9th, and Ace rounding out the top 10, because I think Vizuic had another penalty, so Vizuic in 11th, Antavalo, Pituca, Joker.
Ace got 10th position. That's brilliant.
Antavalo, Pituca, and Joker all.
So you got fastest lap in the dry.
Oh yeah, 10.6. So that'll be. I mean, in the old thing, it'd be 2 points.
Yeah. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah. 12, 13, and 14 all DNFs. I think all separate incidences, but you know, still
Unfortunate.
unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunate for Pachuca and who running in the top 10, but really good race, really interesting. Great win by Armchair, 7/10 he wins it by, thanks to Fruitful, his teammate, keeping Nick and Stick behind. Great race, thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching.
See you later.